Oh, hey there! So, this is 2025 and this will be my first vlog on this YouTube channel. I am Dom, or other known as Ministry of Bricks. This is going to be a Lego tour of the room and some stuff all over the house. A lot of people over on the TikTok side have been asking for it. You can kind of see it there in the background, it's a little bit blurry, we'll get to it. But, yeah, let's have a look, come on inside, this is my crib. So this is going to be a completely new tour. I did upload one about 6 months ago, but a lot has changed since then, and a lot more Lego sets have been added to the collection. Do not pay attention to that table, I know it's a complete mess. I'm finding storage for those two sets. At the minute, they're sharing this tiny little desk. As you can see, they barely fit, but it will do for now. It will do for now. So I'm going to run through every single set and shelf that I have in this room. There is some more Lego downstairs that we'll go through as well. And there's a nice little collection on the table and on the bed. So if you see the stuff on the bed a minute ago on the actual beginning of this video, those are sets still to build. That's technically my backlog, but I will get through to actually building them at some point. I need more storage at that point. There is a few empty boxes over there. There's some Lego boxes over here. There's some sets behind me on a table. There's actually a set on the chair as well, but we will get to putting all those in the correct place in due time. Until then, let's get on with the Lego tour because I talk too much. So the camera is now off the tripod. Let's go through these shelves. Let's start off with the easy stuff right by the TV. So actually, before we begin, I will say those are my Lego storage boxes. I'm finding a place for those as well, so it just kind of sits in this mess. My tripod and my light. There is some more film room equipment just down there, some old DSs and some shelves. Don't pay attention to that. This is just because it sits there. Obviously, I've got my TV. Hello from me. We also do have some tiny plants just here. We've got a selection of 4. The rest of those will be on top of a bitty bookcase. Underneath that, we have got my space shelf. So I've got the globe with a few of the space minifigures on it, the gift with purchase calf, some more little space characters, and I have some small shops and the shuttle that someone was very kindly and brought for me off the wish list, so thank you very much for that one. Moving on to not so small but fairly decent sized, this is my main collection. These minifigures you see here, so these will be moving very shortly to a display case. It is just under all that mess, you can kind of see it there, but those are all sets that I'm to build. These just turned up today, so I am super excited to open these up. I've got 5 of these. These are all different. I don't know which ones though, I just know they're different. And I got 2 of these. I got these secondhand, well not secondhand, I got these off Amazon for £4.99 each, and I just think the minifigs in there are so interesting, and I'm really about collecting minifigures right now, so those are the way to go. And I will be finishing off this Endor speeder chase on my TikTok live as well. We've got Leia here. She doesn't come with a hairpiece. She's bald. So we'll put that back on and we'll grab her a hairpiece at some point. That is my bed if anyone cares to notice. And yes, those are teddy bears because why can't I be comfortable as well? So starting off with the top shelf. Well, actually, we've got a Jesse and James poster that I got from Comic-Con. I absolutely love Team Rocket. Favourite. Some posters from Ghost, my favourite Harry Potter film, The Prisoner of Azkaban, and some CMF posters that are actually really cool. I would actually love to collect all of these, but I've only just started getting into these. So I got one from this series, which one was it? I got probably the most boring one of all. I got this one. I got the Space Person on that one. It's probably Space Person. If you do know the real name, just let me know down below. This one is really nice. I got this character. Reminds me of Little Shop of Horrors, so I got him, but this Halloween wave, oh, so good. And in this set, I really wanted the Highwayman. It's really cool, but I actually ended up getting, was it the Baker? I got the Baker. Where's the Baker? Yeah, there he is. I got the Baker. He's there. And then there's the little plant guy. The astronaut man, I have no idea where he could be. But these are great. I love these. I've got all of this series. I've got Elsa from this one, I've got Hades, and I've got Frozone, and I've got Jafar. And I've got one of the chipmunks. I can't remember which one, but I think it's this one. I've got this chipmunk. These are really cool, and I haven't got into collecting CMFs recently. It's only like the last few months, maybe year. So I grabbed the latest few series. That's what those are on the table, on the bed. And I've grabbed a bunch of the D&D ones there, and I've grabbed the whole of that series as well. Enough talking. So this shelf is mainly made up of 4 or 5 big sets. We've got the Hogwarts Castle, we've got the Notre Dame set, Starry Night, Barad-dûr, and the D&D set. There is also, it looks like a Mona Lisa shrine. I promise you it's not a Mona Lisa shrine. It's just a candle I got for Christmas. A little set that I made, get my hand out the way, for the Harry Potter wave, and then that's Mona Lisa, which I will say, I'll be doing a review on this set very soon. I love it. I actually think it looks a lot better in person. I don't know what everyone was moaning about. Other than that, is one of my favourite Harry Potter sets of all time, and it is the Hogwarts Castle. It's so good. I absolutely love it. It's so good. There were more boats, but I lost them. But it's so good. I think to begin with, it's like so many small pieces, but those small pieces come together and they make one hell of a set. This set was supposed to be retiring this year, but I think they've pushed it back now to 2026, which is really cool. It gives more people a chance to pick it up. If you're into Harry Potter, this is one to get. It's so good. It also comes with some boats, and there is a small Hagrid's hut and a small Whomping Willow. There was a tiny Ford Angler in there. I've no idea where it's gone. Oh, it's there. It's just on the floor. And behind that as well is a little Quidditch poly bag as well with a little golden stitch. I like this little golden stitch. It's very nice. It's very nice. So that's the main bulk of the Harry Potter stuff on this side. And this Christmas tree came from the Winter Village set. I can't remember which one. But yeah, it came with that. Above that, we have got, let me just get it in shot because Barad-dûr is quite large. We've got Barad-dûr and the D&D set. This, oh, it's so fun to build. It looks like it's going to be really boring just because it's all black mainly, but the way they've added shapes and details and they've given it texture, I think it's great. It's a very fun build. There's a lot of interior design as well, and that eye, dun 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 dun. That eye is so good. I absolutely love it. I think it's so good. And the Sauron minifig, big fan. Big fan of that moulded headpiece. There's also a little Mickey back there that I got from Paris. I've got Frodo and Sam just down here. They've got the monster from the D&D set. There is also a bunch of D&D characters here. I've got some of them here just on the front, and the rest I've kind of put throughout the set as well. But this set, oh, massive D&D fan, and this dragon was amazing. But I love building this set actually. It's really fun. I like the fact you can actually play a tabletop game in here because it has different sections of the map, which is really cool. And I've also added, if you can see him back there, it's Mr. Tumnus. Well, it's not Mr. Tumnus, but it's a minifigure and it reminds me of Mr. Tumnus, so that's there. And there's also some D&D dice. Those are my D&D dice hidden behind there in a little bag. But I love it. Such a cool set. So below those two, we have got the Notre Dame, and this scale of like architecture sets, I'm a massive fan of. I think this is the same scale they should have done the Eiffel Tower. It would be a lot more easier to display, and I think it would have been a little bit cheaper, making it more easier for people to pick up as well. I feel like the price of it just doesn't give it a chance for everyone. Whereas this scale is so good. It's so good. Starry Night is there as well, which I love the 3D versions of these pictures. Whoever comes up with them, big props because it's very impressive. Some cherry blossoms that someone brought me as well, which is really nice. That's just in a vase that I got from a charity shop. And then a massive portion of my minifig collection. Like I said earlier, these will be going in my display cabinet. So these are a bunch of the Dragon Knights that I got from the more recent CMF series. I had to grab a bunch of them just because I wanted to make my own little squad. I didn't want them all to be the golden dragon heads, so I created little characters, which is quite nice. Obviously different skin tones, different hair pieces. It is a fantasy world, so anything is possible, plus it's Lego. So for these 4 sections here, we have got different themes, and we're going to start off with the Disney clamshell from Little Mermaid, the live action film, which I like the film and I like the set. It's a really cool set. The way they've done that clamshell is really nice. The only disappointing thing is that Sebastian is just a red crab. There's no face, there's no eyes, it's a bit of a letdown. So next to that is going to be my Marvel section. It's quite small. I'm not a massive Marvel collector, but I do have the odd little thing here and there. I've got some polybag sections, I've got bits from magazines, I've got a little set that I turned into the Guardian of the Galaxy hideout, and then I've got the goat boat from Thor, the War Machine mech, and this spider thing that I made because I just found a bunch of pieces for cheap. So Spider-Man has no body, he's just a head. Just a head over there. You can't really see. You can kind of see him there. It's weird, I know. It is weird, but the sets itself, great. I'm a big fan of the ones that I've got. I don't really want to have too much because I'm not a massive Marvel collector like I've said. So moving on from there, we do have the small dream section. These are only like a few builds I've got just because I really like the way the theme is. Some of the sets are just so interesting. I had to pick them up, especially this Nether Witch set. This Raven, oh, so good. And these little polybag things, don't know what they are, but I absolutely love them. They're so fun. The hairpiece on this one, very sought after. But yeah, I really like the pieces, the colours that they use in the sets, and the ideas are really interesting, especially for a Lego owned IP. And moving on from that, we have got my small Minecraft section back here with a few small pieces. Oh, that tree's broken. I will build that tree back up. I do like pandas, so there's quite a few Minecraft pandas in there. A small personal build that I made with these campfire aliens, because I just really want to do something with these little alien molds. They're really cool. This headpiece, I love this headpiece, it's great. So they're all sitting around a campfire, enjoying their time and bones. Next to that, we have got a small raptor build. Oh, my tree fell down. There we go, I thought something looked strange. So I've got like these little trees, a little shrubbery in a forest with two small raptors that I got from a magazine. And they're protecting an egg. It's not a raptor egg because... Are they raptors? I think they're raptors. Or they're baby dinosaurs. Baby raptors? We'll say baby raptors. Baby raptors protecting a smaller baby raptor. Baby raptors. So, oh, hello. So this is the main collection. This is what people mostly see when I'm filming my TikToks and when I'm filming my lives, because I will be sat there mainly at this section. So I just like it as a background. I think it works really well. I like my collection to have a little bit of colour, so I will add bits of plants here and there. One day I would love to take all these units out, sand them down, and then like spray paint them, or like give them like a really nice finish. They look a bit more of like oaky kind of colour. I want to bring the colour down so it's a bit darker, because I think the white is just very plain. So not much has changed in here. Like I said earlier, I will find a place for these. Do not worry, people are probably screaming at me that they can see these together. But they're in a safe place. At least they're flat. They are flat. Do not worry. Do not come for me in the comments. I will move them eventually when I have more space. Until then, we will go through the collection itself. Not much has changed, which is quite nice. It's very, very similar. So if we start from the top, we've got a few Disney sets. We have a Batman mech. We've got a bonsai tree, a Chinese New Year tree, 3-in-1 dragon. There is also the Nightmare Before Christmas chunk. It comes in 3. This is my favourite part, so I leave it here with a few of the minifigures dotted around. And as you can see, the bonsai tree, a 3-in-1 frog. Underneath that is the 3-in-1 Polaroid camera. The inside out set, which I actually don't mind. You have Little Bumpy, which is absolutely adorable, and a few Disney minifigs that I just had laying around. So underneath that is the dinosaur shelf with the Natural History Museum on it and some dinosaurs from the Jurassic Park wave. I just think this all looks great together on one shelf. And underneath that is my favourite set of all. This is the Lord of the Rings Rivendell, and it is by far the best looking set. And I think these two shelves actually work really well together. I did add a few of the original Lord of the Rings themes in the back, which I got for Christmas, which are amazing gifts. Shelob's Attack and Gandalf's Arrival have been added. I'm going to leave them in the box for now. I don't really want to open them. This set, I will say, is probably one of the best looking Lego sets they've added. Oh, Clone Trooper. And it's probably one of the best looking Lego sets they've added in a very long time. I'll get him out of here, actually, just for this video. But it looks great. I can't say anything bad about it. One of the best Lego sets they've made, hands down, for years. Now on to the Star Wars section. This shelf has been growing massively the last few months. Actually, we've got some my own builds. Actually, I was going to say fan-made builds, but they're my own builds. And then we've got some clones fighting some droids. We have some little calendar builds. There is also these buildable characters, which I actually really like. I like this wave, and I'm ashamed that it's disappeared. I really need the Grievous, actually. And there's another Star Wars shelf just under that. I've got some more creations that I've made. More of my minifigures and my vehicles are down here. I can't wait to grab the UCS version of this ship when it comes out, but I have nowhere to put it right now, so we're going to have to buy some more units. So the table, so this is my Fortnite Battle Bus. I will say, we finished building this the other day on live, and I love it. It's such a cool set. Let me know if you want me to do a review on it, but it's so good. Like, there's a full range of minifigs on the inside as well. Peely is just there, but the set itself, it's so good. It's so good. I really wish they'd come with gliders, so I might have to see if anyone's actually made some gliders online and make little mock versions of it. But this balloon piece, very, very good. And the detail, amazing. Very small sticker sheet, which is quite nice. So back you go. Back you go. On this table as well, we will have the Disney castle, which is so good. It is massive though. Did not think about that when I purchased it, so Lord knows where the hell I'm going to put that. Colosseum as well, top tier, one of my absolute favourite sets. It's the only retired set that I bought recently. Those are Christmas gifts, don't come for me. So at the top we have got my small Disney castle with Mickey, my original Star Wars special edition tapes, and my chocolate frog that I got from Universal Studios when I went recently. Underneath that we've got my Harry Potter Moments books, which I absolutely love. The first Lego set that I ever collected 8 years ago was this Divination one. Oh, it was so good, and then that made me want to collect the others, and then by that point I was addicted. So yeah, Gringotts Bank is an absolute head turner. I think it's one of the best display sets for a Lego Harry Potter scene, and it's just so good. There was a light kit in here as well, so it does have lights, but I'm thinking about taking it out because if you look closely you can just see wires. I think that's what people don't show you on these light kits, is that just how many wires are actually exposed. And I hate that. I think it's my OCD brain. It just does not work and does not like it. Plus, the stickiness on this is gone as well. Oh well, I'll probably remove it at some point. And then there's me in Lego form, which I made the other day, which was quite nice. And then I made a Percy as well, so that's what that is. I made a Percy because I was like, oh, they've never done a Lego Percy. And then one came in the new Borrow set over there. So, useless. Well, let me go down from there. Oh, knees. So we've got Ollivanders. This is the Diagon Alley set that's come out a few years ago now, actually. We've also got a keychain of Palpatine on a sofa and Skeletor on that side. And then underneath that is going to be the rest of Diagon Alley as well, which I absolutely love. I wish I would have like one more shelf so I could put the Weasley shop underneath, but it's fine there, don't worry about it. So on to the other big side of the collection, we've got Fluffy action figure, which, oh, I love it. I've got that, and obviously I've got the Aragog one over there, but it's still good. This came out in like 2002 I think. And then we've got the Aragog Spider, Ecto 1, the big version. I did have the one from the female film, but we'll see what happens to that in just a second. My little wand holder that I made, which I absolutely love. Some little bits from the Great Hall. That's the Hufflepuff Common Room. That is Grindelwald's Escape. That is my gift for purchase when I brought the Borrow. We've got the Potions Classroom and a boxing bag that I was asked if I could make while I was on live, and I said yeah, and turns out it's still here. And then we've got the Graveyard Jewel as well, which is really nice. I actually really like the set. I like the fact that Voldemort is just so pale. Just a pure white face, gone for it. And then there's Hello, It's Me Again. This is the other side of my main collection as well. All Harry Potter sides, and my head's massive in this. And then we've got a bunch of characters. There is my Mad Eye, which I absolutely love. Another Lockhart here. His cape now, in the Duel Club, the new set, is plastic. They're all plastic moulded, so we've gone with the materials, which is a bit of a shame. Then we've got the Triwizard shelf. That's what I like to call this one. And Durmstrang ship, Beaubaton carriage, the dragon and the egg, and the Black Lake set as well. Underneath that, we have got my Ford Anglers. I've got 3 of them. Don't ask me why I've got 3, but I do. We've got the Hogsmeade station, which actually has a toilet on the inside. first Harry Potter set with a toilet. Well, actually, second Harry Potter set with a toilet. And then we've got the night bus. One of my absolute favourite sets and one of my favourite scenes from the Harry Potter film is this night bus. It's so, so good. And then just below that we have the newest adaptation of the Great Hall and the first ever boathouse, which I absolutely love. These two sets connected make a great... Oh, McGonagall dropped her thing. They make a great display piece. They look so cool and I can't wait to add on the rest of the castle pieces. This troll is amazing. Compared to the older one, I do prefer this one. My favourite Harry Potter set is the Sorting Hat, and that is an original Quidditch set that someone gave me, which is really nice of them. I love it. I love all the old... I have nowhere else to put it, so I'm just going to leave it back there, but her eyes still haunt me to this day. Anyone is asking what is the best set to start a Harry Potter section off in their collection? Definitely the Sorting Hat. It is probably one of the best things to grab, and it does move and have a nice little talking feature, which is always better. That's why it's one of my favourites. That sound brick is brilliant. And fun fact, the little boathouse boats, they have sausage pieces to hold up the lamps because, you know, if it's not a sausage piece, it's not a Lego set. My favourite minifig is my Leicester Square exclusive toy. And then the last part of my Diagon alley mixed in with the newer version of Ollivanders, which I'm not a massive fan of, I can't lie. I wasn't a big fan of these little builds. The wands are cute. I really like the new wand moulds, but I'm just not a massive fan of the actual build itself. That and the other shop, they just don't do it for me, so I'll display it like this and I'll leave it like this, to be fair. There's also my gift with purchase Borgin and Burkes with a mock version of my Borgin and Burkes that I built, which I actually really like. The fact I built this lamp, very impressed. It looks a bit dodgy, don't get me wrong, and needs a little bit of dust, but I do like it. And still to find room on the Star Wars shelves is some of my own builds as well. I'm just kind of experimenting with little builds here and there. So I took a few battle packs and I opened them up and I tried to make unique builds out of all of them. So this shelf is kind of like the shelf of things that need room. They need space, they need housing. I need to move some stuff around, but I will eventually find places for them all to go. They're in transit. We'll find a house for them eventually down the line. To go into live review, this top shelf is a bit random. There's a single Power Miner set that I grabbed second hand, my Kingfisher, a gift with promo trophy. This is so smooth actually. I do really like this set. A gift with promo trophy, some odd little bits that I just have lying around, to be fair, the room, and some tiny plants because, you know, why not? And a Revan minifigure because love the character. So just under them are some really cool little poly bags. These are all, well, not all of them actually. Where's that cracker bean? All of these little pits. Oh god, I need that as well. These little things here, these are some things that I've built for minifigures, plus some poly bags that I've been gathering throughout the day. It sits above the Wizard Housing Shelf, and we call it the Wizard Housing Shelf because we have the Privet Drive set, the Borrow, and the suitcase from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I do love this suitcase build actually. It's really nice, really slick and really clean, and the minifigs that come with it are great. And Grimmauld Place is there as well, which I'm really happy I picked up before it disappeared. It is a really great piece to go with. You get a little lifter there. I love that little minifig, it's so cool. So I do try theme all of my shelves. So this one here is going to be the Icons shelf. So we have the actual Icon set, which this Hedwig is probably the best looking Hedwig they've ever made. There's also the Snitch and the little add-ons that go around it, and they just add to it. The set would not be the same without it. The letter piece is amazing. I absolutely love the fact you can actually put your name there, but it's just a stunning piece. Sad it is disappearing at the end of 2025. We also have the new version of the Borrow. This is the basically collector's edition. It is great. Look how big it is. I wasn't surprised to see it. Back there is something interesting as well. That is my original Hedwig Christmas decoration. I got this when the first Harry Potter film came out. That's why it looks so dirty. I thought we might as well leave it on the shelf. It is a collector's edition technically in my own eyes. Now for a shelf which I think people have been expecting, the Ninjago and Dragon shelf. I love me a dragon. That's not Ninjago. That is Monkey Kid. But still, dragon. Who loves a dragon? I love a dragon. I've really been getting into Ninjago wave recently with some really cool mechs, some great minifigures. As you can see, I've tried to make a little display as they go. I've tried to make them as neat as tidy on this shelf until I figure out where to actually put them. I will say I'm absolutely loving this theme so far, and I can't wait to grab some more stuff in 2025. Well, now, but it is going great, and I do love these builds, especially that's on there. And I thought of bird just ran into my window. But these dragon builds, I love a dragon. And yes, people will say this is Monkey Kid, so it shouldn't be on the shelf, but come on, they look so good. It looks so good, and a few things I grabbed second hand as well. So this is the final shelf, and it is quite interesting. This is actually the broken shelf, I will say that. This is all bits that are sadly broke, and I have not got around to fixing yet. This one just completely came apart, and I don't know what's going on with it. I need to get new stickers. It is very dirty, actually. I'm thinking about taking it fully apart, giving it a good clean, and then replacing the stickers, and then, you know, by then I think I might be able to fix it all out. I think I've been saying this for a long time now, but hopefully I'll get this all done by the end of 2025. There is also a Ghostbusters car down here as well, which completely rolled off the top shelf and smashed yesterday, just in time for this video, which is great. As you can see, they're all just like hanging around down here. It literally obliterated itself from the top shelf. And a few extra little minifigs I just got lying around. So that all just sits just down here next to the broken stuff together in the banished section. Oh, and a McGonagall pop and some books. So this is in the other room where I have a majority of my Brickheads, plus the Winnie the Pooh set just here, and a signed picture by the voice actor for Winnie the Pooh, because why not? And we do have the... I made this Sam, actually. So the Frodo and Gollum came together. I made a Sam to go with it. He does have a little pan in his hands, which is adorable. There's a few of the Up House Brickheads, and a Wally and Eva just hanging around in the back. So we are finally downstairs where the majority of my bulky big sets are. This is my movie / ideas section. We've got some cool stuff. We've got the Haunted Manor, the Up House, we have the T-Rex Breakout, Home Alone, there's the new Jaws set that came out last year, the Encanto House. I had to get the Encanto House, it was a really cool set, to be fair, I couldn't lie. The Viking Village, which is a really fun thing to put together. I really enjoyed that build. The Jurassic Park Welcome Center, which I think actually is not worth the price you're paying. I did add a minifigure to it as well. The fossil's quite cool though, I do not mind that. Up here we have got past the plant, sorry. We've got the Blacksmith, Medieval Blacksmith, which is a really cool set. A new and my first ever Winter Village set I picked up last year. The Haunted Manor little build. I love these little builds. My A-frame cabin that I picked up for Christmas. Well, I got it for Christmas, but it's a really cool set. And the minifigs are great. I loved it. It was a really fun thing putting it together. There is the Hocus Pocus house as well, where the minifigures are just hiding around the corner. Then we have one of my favourite builds, which is the lighthouse. It was very cool. I did have to take off the little spin at the top just to make it fit. And then the biggest builds in my collection are Longwise, the Titanic, and the Orient Express. These two things are bloody massive. Trying to find a space for them to fit in this house was crazy, and this unit takes up so much space, but it's needed for the amount of Lego that's actually on it. Hopefully by the end of 2025 this will be all sorted as well. So there we go, that is the full room tour for 2025. What a way to start the year. Thank you so much for joining me on this one. Hopefully you enjoyed the tour. Obviously there is going to be more Lego growing in this collection as the year goes on. It is the only, what, 3rd of January, so who knows what the year is going to bring, but will be upgrades definitely, because the table needs to get bigger because we need more space. That side of the wall needs some more units. The bed, I might just get rid of the bed and sleep on a hammock or on the floor at this stage and get some more units on that side of the wall. But this collection is I'm super proud of it. It's taken about 8 years to get to, and I'm loving it. I love the way it looks. Obviously, yeah, I could get glass doors, but I'd have to move some sets around, get rid of the plants, and I don't want to do that. I like the way it looks. I like the way, you know, it's kind of personal to me in that kind of way. But thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great day. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It all helps out this channel. I would love to get to 1,000 subscribers by March, because that is my birthday, and that will mark 1 year of doing content. So thank you so much. Have a great day, and I will see you soon.